Sometimes indicators are typically known to have a bad stigma around them. However, there are a few indicators that have actually had an impactful change on my trading career for the better. And it has been able to bring my day-to-day trading to the next level. So indicators actually can be very useful and can give you a different perspective on how to see the markets. In turn, giving you a bias you may not have been able to see without those indicators. So indicators are actually very useful. Today, we're going to talk about one very specific indicator called the volume profile. We're going to cover some of its use cases. We're going to cover some of the confirmations that it can add to your strategy. We're going to just go over basically why this is such a crucial indicator to add to your trading plan. But first, we need to figure out exactly what the volume profile is, how we can utilize it in our day-to-day trading. So let's get into the video. So the first problem is, how is the volume profile going to help us? Well, the volume profile actually gives us a different perspective on volume. Just like as you're seeing right now, if we zoom in, you can actually see that volume, you can see, is on a vertical level. So as you can see, we had a lot of volume in this candle right here. As you can see, that translates to the adjacent candle. So you see directly above this volume candle, we can see that this candle had a lot of volume in it. Now, you can see this, quite well without actually having to use the indicator. I mean, if you look at this, you can see that there was a load of volume that came into this candle. It's quite easy to see without an indicator, but what's not as simple and easy to see is volume on a horizontal level. Now, to the trained eye, such as myself, I can see where a lot of the volume is on a horizontal level, but for most people, can't. So this is exactly where the volume profile works its magic. So why exactly is this important? Well, it's important because this allows us to see where the heavy inflows, outflows, volume or money or orders are actually taking place. And when we can understand that, we can shape and construct our strategy around that information. And sometimes that really feels like the edge you need in the markets to become a profitable trader. So maybe you're in the markets for a new broker. Maybe you have a broker that you're already using, but you're not satisfied with. If those are the cases for you, I highly recommend signing up with HankoTrade. They are a fast, efficient, and reputable broker that I personally use for my Forex trading experience. You can use them with Forex, you can use them with crypto, and they offer great advantages, such as commissions shaped to your trading style and many different account types based on your trading style as well. So if you've been looking for a new broker and you're interested in signing up with HankoTrade, I would highly recommend it. They have an excellent in-house platform that I personally use to trade, and I'll be doing more reviews on that in the coming videos. However, if you're interested in getting started trading Forex today with a new broker, or if you're getting started with Forex in general, go ahead and hit my link in the description for HankoTrade, and let's get back into the video. So now, how exactly do we get this volume profile? Well, dive in the charts, I'll show you exactly what you need to do. So if you're like me and you use TradingView, very simple. Now, other trading platforms are gonna have different areas to find this indicator, but today we are showing TradingView. So simple as this. This is the volume profile / fixed range. This is the volume profile that I use. I like it. And it's as simple as coming up to indicators, searching volume profile. There's many different volume profiles, but you're going to look for the one that says volume profile / range. When you add that, it's going to look something a little like this. The thing is, I have it customized. Customization doesn't matter too much, but if you're looking to have the same customization, go to number of bars, you put 150, row size 100, value, area, volume 71%, and everything else pretty standard. Sometimes it comes with lines. It shows where the most volume is. I just turn that off because I'm gonna actually do my own charting based on the volume. But yeah, it's pretty simple to add, and it shows you on a horizontal level where majority of the volume is. So straight away, first thing you can see is that there is a lot of volume in this area here, a lot of volume here, and a lot of volume down here. Okay, this is cool and all. Now we can see where the volume is. How is this going to help us? And that's what we're going to dive into. So one of the first things that I use the volume profile for is to understand where some of the major key levels are on a chart. For example, if we go back, use replay mode, let's just go back to a random time. It can be any time. You can test this yourself. So come back here. We'll turn back on our volume profile. The first thing we can do, this is a very important exercise that will help you with your trading. Now, I know it might be a little bit difficult to follow if you're a beginner, but if you pay attention closely, it's actually very simple to do this. So you turn on your volume profile and you can use whatever kind of lines you want, but I'm just going to go ahead and use the horizontal ray. And I'm just going to mark the very tip-top points of the volume profile. So we're just going to do three for now. We're going to do the three major highs of the volume profile. So that's high number one. If we mark this candle here, that would be high number two. See how it's the largest amount of volume, the second largest, and then we'll find the third largest. Third largest rests right here. Okay, so simple as that. We can go ahead and turn this off now. And this is just a nice little exercise to get us paying attention and noticing the flow of the market in terms of how the market reacts with these heavy areas of volume. So I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to play this forward. As you can see, price is already reacting with these areas quite a bit. As you can see, came up, touched off the top, came down, tapped off the bottom, came up, it's tapping off the top, it's tapping here. So it actually, as you can see, it does give these volume areas respect. It actually gives these volume areas some sort of respect, right? As you can see, bounces here, interacting in this area, comes up, taps there, taps below, taps up here, taps into it again. So it doesn't take a lot of brain power to notice that it does have some sort of respect for these areas. This is very important as a trader because this gives us a little bit of edge in the market that somebody else may not have. This gives us a different perspective and can give us that edge we need with our strategy to become a profitable trader. Now here's the problem though. This alone isn't going to get us very far. This is just one exercise that can help us paying attention to these heavy areas of volume on the horizontal level. This alone isn't going to make us a profitable trader. It's about understanding how volume on a horizontal level can give you a different perspective and enhance your trading, give you the edge you need. And I'm going to dive in further and show you some of the ways it can help your strategy. But right here, just to show you guys that volume on a horizontal level is respected by price. This is the key. This is the number one key to volume profiles. Let's go over the 3 ways that volume profiles can help you with your strategy. These are 3 important keys to using the volume profile. Now, these 3 ways will be the only ways the volume profile can ever help you with your strategy. It's either going to help you with a strategy trigger, meaning that price has done something to initiate the process for you to take a trade, or it's either going to help you with your entry, finally going to help you with your exit. It can only really help you with those 3 things. Maybe it might be able to help you with some confirmations too while you're in a trade or when you're looking to enter a trade. But those are the 3 main ways it's going to help. So first, we're going to cover an entry trigger, something that can help you be more confident about entering a trade. So for example, we're going to use this as a simple example. If your strategy is a simple moving cross strategy, you're waiting for price to cross over the simple moving average. If your strategy is just simply as an example, you can use the volume profile to add extra confirmation to that requirement. So if your requirement is that price crosses the simple moving average, maybe you can have it be a requirement where also we come back here, we turn on the volume profile. Maybe your requirement could also be that not only does it have to cross the simple moving average, but maybe it has to cross the major high of the volume profile. So as you can see, we marked the ultimate high here, the volume profile. So now as traders, we know that price respects these major areas of the volume profile. So if not only we get across of the simple moving average, if we can get across of this major zone on the volume profile that price previously has shown to respect quite a bit, if we can get across of that, then we know that we are extra bullish. So this is just one example of how the volume profile can help us. So not only now are we getting across the simple moving average, but when we get across of the high of the volume profile, now we can be extra confident that price will move up. So we can take a trade like that. Now, another way we can utilize the volume profile is for entry. So just like the previous example, we know that volume profile highs are respected by price, and technically we could utilize that to our advantage when entering a trade. So depending on the strategy that you use, some entries are going to be different than other strategies. However, if your strategy requires you to enter at a separate time, maybe on a pullback, for example, you could utilize the volume profile for your entry. So just like in this example here that we showed when price crossed this as well, we also know that price does respect this line. So we can not only wait for price to cross the line, but then enter maybe on the line when it comes back and touches it. So as you can see, price came down and tapped into this line twice and respected it. So it can also be used as an entry point. Not only as an entry point, but now this leads us to our third key of using the volume profile as an exit as well. So for example, we can go back again and turn on our volume profile. And as you can see, we can mark some other highs. So this was a high here too. This was a high of it here too. This was a high here too. This was a high here as well. So now we have multiple levels that we could choose to exit at. Now we have price crossover. We could put our entry on the line, and then we have different areas that we can choose to exit at. We could exit at this first take profit, second, or third, depending on your risk and what your stop loss is. Now we know, okay, if we enter here, we can go for a nice one-to-one risk to reward, and this will be a good area to exit because, as we know, that was one of the highs on the volume profile and price respects those areas. So as you can see, price has tapped up to it and respected this area quite a bit, and that's why you'll see price move down off of that. So these are just 3 simple examples on how to use it, but if you go ahead and practice this on your own strategy, practice this on the chart, do some major back testing, will give yourself the edge that you need in the market. Now, hopefully this was a quick educational video for you. If you liked it and you enjoy using the volume profile, give the video a thumbs up, and best of luck.